Welcome to Narmada Study Point. Today I have a lecture on the religious poem of plus 2 second year Arts, Science and Commerce, The Ballad of Father Gilgan, written by William Butler Yeats. Before going through this poem, we should know, and also I want to explain about the poet William Butler Yeats. W.B. Yeats, the last of the Romantics and first of the Moderns, was born near Dublin in 1865. For his contribution to English literature, he was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1923. He believes that the only remedy to the hollowness of the present life lies in an escape to the simplicities of the past. People have many misconceptions about God. Some say God is merciless, rude. Some say God is benign and loving, but God is God. He is beyond human interpretation. Whatever you say about God will be short. God is almighty, omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent. He never commits any wrong. He is careful and thoughtful towards the smallest creature in his universe. Man in difficulty blames him, complains to him, but whom will God complain when he is tired? In this poem, it narrates a profoundly meaningful story, and it has a more overtly religious content than most of his poems. The story is about a priest who, being emotionally and physically worn out, fell into deep slumber. As he woke up, he was horrified by the fact that he could not make it to the bedside of the sick man before he died, and that no one had performed the rites of a blessing for the dying. The divine presence in the guise of the priest is an affirmation of a loving and kind God. Yeats has proved here that God is never cruel, never insolent. He is loving to his creation. He offers his blessings to all. If you love him sincerely, call him faithfully, he will listen to your call wherever he might be. He counts our action, not our words. His treasury of mercy is open to all. Just pray him and see what magic he bestows upon you. He will offer so much that you shall be started as Father Gilgan became in this poem. Let's learn the first stanza of this poem, The Ballad of Father Gilgan. The old priest Peter Gilgan was weary night and day, for half his flock were in their beds or under green shorts lay. Again listen this stanza. The old priest Peter Gilgan was weary night and day, for half his flock were in their beds or under green shorts lay. The word meanings of the first stanza of this poem, listen. Priest means preacher or Brahmin. Peter Gilgan means the name of the father. Weary means tired and exhausted. Half of his flock means half of the people of his area. Flock means members of a parish or locality around the church. In their beds means were on death beds. Green shorts lay means were under green grass or under ground. The themes of this stanza will be, in this stanza, the poet says that an old priest named Peter Gilgan was feeling tired with the passing of every day and night because most of his congregation were either sick or were already dead and buried. People were dying in large number. It was the custom that the priest would attend the sick men at their deathbed, bless them, pray God for them so that their souls would go to heaven peacefully. Since he was only one to attend such a large number of sick people, he was restless and weary day and night. Come to know about the second stanza. Once while he nodded on a chair at the mouth hour of eve, another poor man sent for him and he began to grieve. Again listen. Once while he nodded on a chair at the mouth hour of eve, another poor man sent for him and he began to grieve. The word meanings of this stanza. Second, once means refers to a particular occasion. Nodded means to lower and raise the head quickly. Moth means insects having small wings or small winged insects. Eve means evening. Moth hour of eve means the time just before evening, in which time we can find the moths having small wings. Sent for means called. Began to grieve means began to complain. The theme of the second stanza. In this second stanza, the poet describes one evening when the swarm of moths had come at the same time they usually do, and Peter Gilgan returned home in that evening attending the patients. He was tired. He nodded on a chair at this hour of the evening. Just at that time, he was called for, or another poor man sent him. So he became indignant and complained. Then listen about the third stanza. I have no rest, no joy, no peace, for people die and die. And after cried he, God forgive, my body spake, not I. Again listen. I have no rest, no joy, no peace, for people die and die. And after cried he, God forgive, my body spake, not I. The word meanings of this stanza. 3. No rest means no sleep, nor joy means no happiness, nor peace means without quiet or silence to be kept. Cried means shouted. Forgive means pardon or excuse. Spake means spoke. Not I means my heart did not say it. The themes of the third stanza. In this stanza, the poet describes Father Gilgan saying that since people keep dying and since he is expected to be with them in their last hours, he is not getting any rest. He has no reason to feel happy and he is never peaceful either. However, in the next moment, he realized that he made a mistake. He neglected his duty. He felt moral scruples. He knelt and prayed, God forgive, my body spake, not I. That means he apologized to God, saying that it was his weary body that had spoken and not he himself. Then the fourth stanza. He knelt and leaning on the chair, he prayed and fell asleep, and the moth hour went from the fields and stars began to peep. Again listen. He knelt and leaning on the chair, he prayed and fell asleep. And the moth hour went from the fields and stars began to peep. The phrases and words of this stanza. Leaning means getting relaxed. Moth hour means the time of flying insects having wings. Peep means gaze, the theme of the fourth stanza. In this stanza, after few minutes, Peter Gilligan realized that he made a mistake for his unpleasant words. So he leaned on the ground, putting his folded hands on the chair before God. While praying in that position, he suddenly fell asleep. Gradually, the moth hour went from the fields and stars began to peep in the sky at nightfall. Then learn about the fifth stanza of this poem. They slowly into millions grew, and leaves shook in the wind, and God covered the world with his shade and whispered to mankind. Again listen, the same stanza. They slowly into millions grew, and leaves shook in the wind, and God covered the world with his shade and whispered to mankind. The word meaning of this stanza 5. Millions means aplenty. Millions grew means stars appeared in the sky. Covered means draped. Shade means with darkness. Whispered means spoke in a low voice. Mankind means human beings. The themes of this stanza. In this stanza, the poet describes that Father Gilligan fell asleep. It became night. Gradually, stars appeared in the sky. That means the whole sky was covered with stars, and the wind shook the leaves on the trees. It seemed as if Supreme Power had decided to cover the entire world in darkness, and that he was whispering words to mankind in the form of the rustling of the leaves. Then stanza 6. Upon the time of a sparrow chirp, when the moths came once more, the old priest Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor. Again listen. Upon the time of sparrow chirp, when the moths came once more, the old priest Peter Gilligan stood upright on the floor. The word meanings of this stanza 6. Sparrow means singing birds. Chirp means twittering sounds. Moths means winged birds. Upright means erected or straight like pillar. The theme of stanza 6. In this stanza, the poet explains what happened early the next morning. The sparrows chirped, the moths returned again. Suddenly, Peter Gilligan woke up and stood bolt upright. He remembered the incident of the previous night, or he recalled the poor man's invitation. He looked miserable after it. Listen, the stanza 7. Mabron, Mabron, the man has died. While I slept on the chair, he roused his horse out of its sleep and rode with little care. Again listen, the same stanza. Mabron, Mabron, the man has died. While I slept on the chair, he roused his horse out of its sleep and rode with little care. The word meanings of this stanza. Mabron means alas, means sorrow. Died means passed away. Roused means be active. Rode means drove. or traveled with a horse. The theme of this stanza 7. In this stanza, the poet says that Father Gilgan was shocked at the realization that the sick man who had called him the previous night might have died while he was taking rest or sleeping. Then he woke his horse and rode recklessly to the sick man's house. Listen, he rode now as he never rode by rocky lane and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again? Again listen. He rode now as he never rode by rocky lane and fen. The sick man's wife opened the door. Father, you come again? The word meanings of this stanza 8. Rocky means unstable or wobbly. Lane means road or way. Fen means wet or marshland. M-A-R-S-H. Marshland. Sick man means the person having illness. So the theme of this stanza, in this stanza 8, we will learn about this stanza that the poet describes how Father Gilgan rode as fast as he could through narrow roads and wetlands. When Father reached the sick man's house, his wife opened the door and was astonished seeing Father. She asked Father, you come again? Stanza 9. And is the poor man dead? He cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilgan in grief swayed to and fro. Again listen this stanza. And is the poor man dead? He cried. He died an hour ago. The old priest Peter Gilgan in grief swayed to and fro. The word meanings of this stanza. Cried means shouted. Died means passed away. Grief means sorrow or trouble. Swayed means moved or trembled. To and fro means here and there or hither and thither. The themes of this stanza. In this stanza, the poet describes that Father Gilgan asked, and is the poor man dead? She replied that her husband died an hour ago. Father Gilgan was so distressed to hear this that he could not stand steady, and in grief he swayed to and fro. Then learn about stanza 10 of this poem. When you were gone, he turned and died, as merry as a bird. The old priest Peter Gilgan, he knelt him at that word. Again listen, the same stanza. When you were gone, he turned and died, as merry as a bird. The old priest Peter Gilgan, he knelt him at that word. The word meanings of this stanza 10. Turned means twisted. Merry means glad. Knelt means to position the body so that one or both knees rest on the floor. The themes of this stanza 10. In this stanza, the poet describes that the sick man's wife told Father when he was gone or left from her house, her husband turned and died, as merry as a bird. That means a happy death. Hearing this, Father Gilgan knelt on the ground. The stanza 11. He who hath made the night of stars for souls who tire and bleed, sent one of his great angels down to help me in my need. Again listen, same stanza. He who hath made the night of stars, for souls who tire and bleed, sent one of his great angels down to help me in my need. The word meanings of this stanza 11. Hath means is used here in Old English, okay, so means has. Souls means people or mankind. Tire and bleed means worries and anxieties. Angels means messenger or tiny gods. Need means necessary. The themes of this stanza 11. In this stanza, the poet explains that Father Gilgan told that God had created the starry sky to comfort the souls of the sick and the dying, and that same God, the Almighty, must have sent one of his angels in the guise of Peter Gilgan to attend the sick man. The last stanza of this poem. He who is wrapped in purple robes with planets in his care had pity on the least of things asleep upon a chair. Again listen. He who is wrapped in purple robes with planets in his care had pity on the least of things asleep upon a chair. The word meanings of this stanza 12. Wrapped means surround or envelop. Purple means having a color between red and blue. Robes means clad or costumes. Planets means earth or globe or the world. His care means God's supervision. Pity means distress or sorrow. Least means tiniest. The themes of this stanza. God is a king in purple color robes and takes care of all the planets. It shows that God has many big responsibilities. Even with such responsibility, God had pity on a simple person like Father Gilgan when he slept. Father Gilgan feels grateful to God for being kind and merciful to him. The poem shows the love and care of a God for whom all the lives are equal and important. Here is completed this poem. Okay, thanks my dear students.